Welcome to InterviewPro. Let's talk about GitHub Copilot in this video. GitHub Copilot is an AI-powered code completion and code suggestion tool developed by GitHub in collaboration with OpenAI. It is designed to assist developers by providing code suggestions, auto completions, and even generating entire code snippets or functions. Copilot offers real time code auto completion. It provides suggestions based on the code you have already written. If you want to try GitHub Copilot, go to github.com/features/copilot. You can start your free trial here. This trial is available only for 30 days, after which you will be charged $10 per month. When you click on the Start Free Trial button, it will ask you to log in with your credentials. Once you log in, you will have to provide your credit card details through which you want to pay in case you want to extend after using the trial period. GitHub Copilot is available as an extension in Visual Studio Code versions 1.18 and above, also available in Visual Studio 2022. I will be using Visual Studio Code. So go to the extensions and search for GitHub Copilot. Click on this and click on install. I've already installed this extension. So once you install this extension, you may have to reload Visual Studio Code. Once you reload the application, you will see a prompt at the bottom right corner asking you to sign into your GitHub account. Once that process is completed, you'll see a small icon at the bottom that will ask you to enable GitHub Copilot globally. So I have already enabled the GitHub Copilot in my Visual Studio Code. So I'm seeing disable globally option here. If you don't see the prompt that asks you to sign into GitHub, you can go to this account button and click on the sign into GitHub option. So let me close this extensions. Once you sign in, you can create your project files of any type. It may be JavaScript, TypeScript, C#, Python, SQL, etc. I have an index.js file here. So I'll simply start by importing the Axios library. Import Axios. And look at the suggestion here. When I typed import Axios, GitHub Copilot has automatically given me a suggestion to import it from Axios library. If I want to accept the suggestion, just simply press tab. Otherwise, you can continue typing. Now I'll write a comment saying create a method to, it has already given me the prompt, but I want to specify to fetch posts from the API. Now, if I click enter, it has given me a suggestion. I want it, so I'm just accepting it. Now, it has given me the code to fetch the records using axios.get. It has taken some random API here, JSON placeholder. It works fine for me for this demo, but if you want to update it, you can simply accept the solution and update the URL here. Now I'll create another prompt, create a method. Let's see what it gives. Now it says fetch comments from API, but I don't want to fetch now. Now I want to create a post. So initially I have created a method called fetch posts. That's why when I said method to create, it has given me a prompt, a post. So let me accept it and press enter. Okay, I have a method create post. And look at this, I have axios.post now because I asked for a create method. Let me create another prompt, create a method to delete. Okay, I'll accept it, I'll accept. Then I want to accept this. So a GitHub Copilot might give you one or more suggestions sometimes. So you can see those suggestions here by pressing on the arrows, or you can simply use Alt and open or closed square bracket. In this case, it has given me the similar suggestion. So I'll simply accept it and I'll create another prompt, create a method. It has automatically given me a prompt saying update the post. So I'll select it. Now I have only one suggestion, so I'll simply tap. Now we have all the Axios methods: get, post, delete, and put. Okay. Now look at this. Usually when we create methods in applications like Angular or React, we export them, and that's why it's suggesting me to export all the methods. And if I do that, it will simply export all these methods. So this way you can use GitHub Copilot to automatically write code for you. I have created 5 different methods in just 2 to 3 minutes without having to put much effort, right? Not only just JavaScript, I can go to Python file also. I have index.py here. I'll simply ask to create a method to find the look at this index of a given element in the list. Yes, I want to ask it. Or let's see what other suggestions it has. Okay, the next suggestion is path of the file. But I'll go with index of the given element for now. Click enter. Okay, it is asking me few conditions. If the element is not in the list, return 1. Yes, fair enough. I'll accept it. If the element is in the list, return the index of the element. Yes. Now I'll press enter. Okay, it has created the method, and as soon as I accepted it, it has given me the complete method. So it is looping through the list which is passed as an argument. And if the list is present, the element is present in the list, then it's returning the index of that element in the list. Otherwise, it returns -1. If you want to see all the suggestions at once, simply press Ctrl Enter. It will open a window of GitHub Copilot where it would give you up to 10 solutions for the given prompt. Look at this. I have up to 4 suggestions here. So all of them look similar, but the first one is the one which was already suggested by it. The second one is it is using a variable called index and updating the index. Okay, and returning the index if the element is found, otherwise it's returning -1. Then we have another suggestion which uses if and else blocks in the list. So there are different ways of accessing the list, right? Using for loop or if the element using in. But I want to accept the first one, so I'll simply click on accept solution here. Let's see how we can use Copilot in Angular application. I have a sample Angular application here and I am in app component TS. So I'll simply create a variable called num1, maybe of type number, initialized to 0, and I'll have description here. Okay, if I want to accept only single word, I can press Control and use right arrow. I want this until here, but I don't want to initialize this with anything. Now I'll create a function called find even or odd. Then I press enter. Now I have the complete function here. And look at this. If the number is divisible by 2, it is updating the description with even. Otherwise, it's updating it with odd. So yeah, this looks good and I accepted the solution. Now let's go to unit test, and now I'll give a prompt, add a unit test for the method find even or odd that sets the description to yeah. I accept this prompt. Okay, now I have the unit test generated. This is the test. Okay, it's first creating the test bed, it's initializing the app instance, then it initialized num1 with the number 2. It is calling the method find even or odd. Then there is an expectation to check if the description of the component is set to even or not. Because the number is assigned to 2, it's checking for even. Now I'll add another unit test. Add a unit test. Okay, I'll accept the same prompt again. Let's see what it does. Okay, let me accept this. Now it assigns number 3, number 1 with the value 3, and it's checking for the value odd in the description. These are the two tests I can write on this method. So within just a few seconds, I have written the unit tests. So this is how we can use Copilot with different languages to generate code, to write unit tests. Not only unit tests, you can write automation tests as well using GitHub Copilot. Also, remember the results of GitHub Copilot are completely based on the context of your code and how you create prompts. So, use the Copilot wisely and continue to grow as a developer. I hope you found this video informative. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel for more tech related content. Hit the notification bell so you never miss our update. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.